Live. We have the losers bracket today, Daniel. How are you doing?
I don't even know how to feel anymore, especially with that opening and the music. Yeah! My emotions are just a mixed bag right now. Yeah, feeling good, especially for this particular matchup. Going with Shogunate Gaming versus Team Gut Corki, a rematch of, I think, the first round of the winners bracket, where Shogunate actually defeated TGC 2-0. It was a surprise at the time, but after Shogunate defeated Naguara later on, it's proven to be not so much of a surprise, and this is time for TGC potentially to get their rematch, or sorry, revenge. Obviously, it is a rematch already, and Shogunate to prove that they belong in the potential losers finals.
Yep. Here is your draft. Want to go over the bans really quickly. Shogunate banned out Corki and Lee Sin in that order. Team Gut Corki got rid of Darius and Akali. So there you have it. Here are the picks. Kai'Sa, Brawl, Wukong for Snow. Ooh. Shogunate. I have the team name wrong. And on the opposite side, it will be Team Gut Corki with Ziggs, Alistair, Jarvan, and Ezreal.
Nice to see us get back to Kai'Sa Braum, like a thing that makes sense. I was very upset yesterday. I think Naguara and I were very upset with the insistence of Jhin being played back to back to back. But we're back to normal.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Jhin. I don't know that I feel as strongly as you guys, although that Jhin Braum, but I do certainly prefer Kai'Sa and Ezreal to Jhin.
Yeah. The thing is, like, Jhin is not bad. It was just picked into, like, in the worst situation.
In the worst lanes possible, yeah.
Yeah, it's like I can understand Jhin in certain situations, but it was the exact opposite situation where you would pick Jhin, which was why we were frustrated. So in any case, things feel reasonable this time. We got our good old Jarvan. I know that brings a smile to your face, TJ.
Always.
So hopefully things will work out. Jarvan, he doesn't particularly have. I mean, I guess it's reasonable. I'm trying to think of like the synergy with the team once you pop the ult. Maybe you can get like an ult here from the Ezreal to come in through and get a bunch of people there, you know. But I feel like there's just like a ton of CC, right? The Hextech ultimate there from Camille as well. Lots of lockdown and lots of nastiness coming their way from TGC.
I think one of the things we have to pay attention to as we go into this game is going to be the top lane battle. I'm always a giant Camille fan, but here that's going to get pushed to the limit. They have a kind of rough matchup in this game.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be against that Yasuo. I don't know. I think she'll be doing okay against Yasuo, especially in the early game. I'm not really too sure why they picked Yasuo. I guess they just want to have some synergy with the Wukong going in and getting that ult to pop off. Actually, do you know, does the pull in from, I think this is true, right? The pull in from Orianna's ult allows Yasuo to jump in with his ult?
I think there is, yeah, a moment of knock up. I think you can do it. Could be wrong about that, though. But I believe so.
Just spam your ult and see what works.
I wanted to offer a theory as to the prevalence of Yasuo in this game, or the pick of Yasuo in this game. You do have engage potential off the back of it, because you are looking as Orianna for ball carriers, is the phrase we use. People that you can attach your orb to, and they will dive into the backline and create opportunities. That's what Yasuo be. So, at the very least, the synergy works one way, right? You're going to have engage from the Kai'Sa, from the Yasuo, from the Wukong, as they can carry the shockwave into the enemy team.
Yeah, and Yasuo is one of the few champions where having a big annoying frontliner in front.
Oh my lord!
Soloists? Hello.
Barrier
that's a flash
burned. He barely survives.
Yeah, he was able to get his. I think that was his passive shield there once again, and you know, Zello has proved to be an extremely potent solo laner this, you know, for the past 3 weeks, you know, going back to last tournament. So not surprised at all to see him dominate there. What I was going to say is that Yasuo, he actually thrives on having a big beefy frontliner from the other team in front because he could just, it allows him to, it gives basically gives him like a skipping stone, right? He can jump to that guy, then jump to the person behind him because his 3 is basically never off cooldown as long as it's on a different person. So it's like, oh, thank you for being there. I can actually jump through you. Whereas normally the big beefy support in front is a thorn in many assassins' side because they can't get through him.
Let's talk about the lockdown available on the opposite side, though. I always talk about how much I like Jarvan because they are a late-game tank, essentially. They offer secondary engage for your team, get very beefy. One of the things I don't like about Jarvan is he's garbage without follow-up. So what do they have? Well, some really good follow-up. The AoE from Alistair, Ziggs, and Ezreal combos very well with Jarvan's Cataclysm to start fights. Once somebody is locked down in the Cataclysm, they can be CC locked for a very long time by the Alistair. You can throw a True Shot across that Cataclysm kettle. You can throw Ziggs bombs, several of them, into that kettle. It's a very good compositional draft out from Team Gut Corki.
Yeah, various sizes of bombs coming from Ziggs into the Cataclysm there.
We didn't catch
preferably
it,
the
but
biggest one.
Soloist did just die in the top lane. Got soloed out in the 1v1. So I apologize for missing that. I was watching on the minimap, but he just died so quickly. Just got blown up.
That is the power of Zello. He's been absolutely dominant in that solo lane there. But you know, for someone who names himself Soloist, not the greatest to be dying
Looks
in this
like
solo
he got soloed out. Yeah!
This mid lane battle between Nine and Sly going in favor of Nine is actually a big deal as well, because typically you think that I would say that Ziggs has more poke potential in his arsenal, and Orianna balances out by having that shield there. But her getting the better end of that deal is certainly a win here for the side of Shogunate. So keep an eye on that going forward.
Drake is up here. Ocean Drake, the first of the game. Krampus inside the pit as well, but will be trying to steal it for Shogunate. They've already got 1 kill. Soloist down. Zenith in trouble as the Mega Inferno Bomb will land. They zone round the back. Find the damage. Great killing from Joey. Kiting around the back of this fight, but Zello traps him inside the Hextech Ultimatum, and Shogunate are demolished in the team fight. Only Krampus down. Zello survives. Shoju flashes forward, self-shielding to confirm the fight. Unfortunately, Team Gut Corki don't have the HP left to kill this Drake, so we're going to have to reset and do it all over again.
Yeah, I really like this back here from TGC because they're not being greedy. They know the death times are extremely short. If they got greedy and went for the Drake here, it's just a complete turnaround. We've seen it multiple times before, TJ, in the past, where it's like, oh, this great team fight from that team. They did a really good job, and oh no, they just got wiped by the team coming back from the dead timers and them having no cooldowns or anything. So I really like this back off here from TGC. They're just going to reset, and it looks like they're heading back towards the Drake. Potentially might be able to take it, just clearing out any wards. Shogunate coming in as well. We'll see how this turns out this time.
Here we go, round 2. Poke in from Maumi round the side. Shogunate zoned off as Team Gut Corki take the fight strong. Krampus in the front lines easily finds first blood in the fight, and they're going to be able to march forward now that Zenith is gone. There is no jungler to steal this away for Shogunate. Nine's going to try and do it with a shockwave, but he can't manage it. And Beginnings has the zone control. They will shut down Nine. There's that kettle comp I was talking about. And despite a good glacial fissure, Maumi can't make anything happen. Joey does not have the damage yet. And Beginnings, with a very well-timed pulverize, will be able to get away.
Soldier Rain does fall there at the end of that fight. So that is 1 extra kill there, or one kill in favor of Shogunate to maybe rest their head on. Other than that, though, an extremely good situation here for TGC. I want to go back to the start of the first fight that we saw, where Beginnings was actually zoning out in front of the cove there, and then when he saw Soloist by himself, he jumped in and knocked him up to be able to finish off that kill, and then everything snowballed from that position. They were able to win that fight. In the second team fight, it was just, they just jumped on Zenith right away, and they had that gold lead, and they had the items to back it up as well, since they all backed in the situation, and then it kind of snowballed once more in their favor. So TGC really showing themselves to be extremely potent in these fights so far.
Zello will hold front. Ooh, that true shot from all the way back in base. Manages to tag Mami's shield, will hit him, but of course doesn't travel past the shield.
That's the best time to throw your ult. That's your true shot, just get in there. Oh, hello!
Nine's just dead.
Goodbye.
Burns the shockwave in a last-ditch effort. Here comes the Rift Herald.
Hey, Sheldon. Hey, Sheldon. How's it going? How you been?
Not much. How about you?
he hasn't been able to hit a turret yet. He's very, very sad. Maybe he can get this tier 2 turret.
Yeah,
turret down in the bottom lane.
The top lane turret did fall there. Or sorry, the bot lane turret did fall there. Oh, but Zello goes back in. Hextech ultimatum onto Joey. Will not keep him alive. Zello with the kiting. Oh. The Winter's Bite. Flash forward. Mami can't reach him. His arms are too short. He can run as fast as his little legs can carry him. Shielding. Zello gets the kill.
I can't believe Zello jumped back in. He knew exactly when his passive was going to come back up and provide him that protection there. And it was perfect timing. He's like, you know what? I know exactly my limits here, and you are going down, Maui. Very well done in the end. Oh, my goodness.
I cannot believe that worked. That is kind of disgusting.
Yeah, and they kind of had their cake and ate it too, right? Because they were pushing down the mid lane. They realized that their side lane was being pushed. They're saying like, well, if we get 2 towers to their 1, it's kind of in our favor. Then they get a kill on the back side of it. So really working out in favor of TGC here. Zello might be in trouble yet again, but Grapple gonna get him maybe out of trouble. I was about to say, do not face check that bush, Zello. Zig's coming from the left side, potentially checking this, and yeah, they know they're there.
Yeah, we'll have to keep our eye on it. True shot will arc through. It's a very meaty chunk, but Zello on the whole gave information as to where the players were. Shogunate just have to back away. Not really anything they can do about it.
Soldier Rain just padding his damage stats there. And just watches a big true shot through the entire team. It'll be fine.
So
Rabadon's picked up here for the Ziggs, so his damage is going to be pretty spicy. I do like a big Infernal Bomb, big ults coming out with Rabadons attached to it. Do lots of damage, lots of that damage.
We do have a Drake as well, which I think matters greatly. Because there's no objective to match it if they burn quickly. So
yeah, there is a ward though.
Yeah, they do have vision.
They haven't scanned that ward out. Surprised they haven't done that yet. But Beg is just like a human ward anyway.
Very clean. And Krampus right on in. That's the combo. Cataclysm sets up for the Mega Inferno Bomb. And before you know it, this team fight is over. There is nothing to be done. Sly is one-shotting people behind the turret for a double kill. As Nine's in trouble. A deep dive from Zello won't find the kill immediately. But he has the backup. He's got Krampus. And it's another major team fight win for Team Gut Corki.
Yeah, extremely well done there from TGC. You saw Beg just holding that front line the entire time and forcing them back. They burned down Maumi. They burned down Brawl in a moment's notice. Just like a matter of seconds, he was down and out. And then the rest of the team just sent scrambling. Multiple members die under turrets because they're left to their lonesome. That was just extremely well executed there from TGC.
Yeah, I do have a replay of it queued up. I'm very proud of that. I don't know if we have time to play it though, because the Baron is up.
I don't think they're taking Baron. I think we should. I think pull the trigger. Let's go.
And get away with it. Right. So here we go.
Look at Beg in front.
Very impressive CC play. Starts that off.
Krampus as well. Just jumping in.
We gotta get out. I don't know what's going on. Zello just dives 1v4 on the bottom side of the map, but the response to that means that they know there are 4 players on the wrong side of the map to contest the Baron.
Yeah, it's just like a win-win situation here for TGC, right? Because if Zello runs into even 2 members, he probably has a decent chance because he's Camille and they have the gold lead. And if he runs into more members than that, then they just go ahead and take the Baron, and it's an easy peasy situation from there. So they have the Baron now, going to be pushing in. Camille's death was not in vain. and we'll see how much they get out of this.
Joey, what you up to? Why are you all the way over there?
Just a little split push, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want all the lanes pushing in.
Will actually force a back, credit to him. As Zello needs to leave the fight in order to back him up.
Didn't Dill just spawn? I think he just came back from dying, right?
Zello would have respawned, yeah. Oh, you know.
Well, that's what Zello do anyway.
Yeah.
Zello, he's in the sideline.
So here comes the shot.
The little strut from Camille. The strut from Camille always gets me. It's like, why do you walk like that?
Knives for legs. Cataclysm lands. Soloist is just dead. Hextech ultimatum. Locks him down as well. Game 1 of this series looks real good. As Sly is in trouble. Good shockwave to answer. This actually sets Shogunate up well, but they can't finish any of the kills. Beginnings well back inside the base will finally fall. Shoju dives behind 2 turrets, eats 2 procs of the Winter's Bite, and survives. That'll be game. Shogunate, despite an excellent start to that fight, can't close anything out. As such, game number 1 goes to Team Gut Corki.
Super impressive here from Team Gut Corki, getting revenge at least for 1 game against Shogunate. They were 2-0'd earlier in the tournament. So, I mean, like we mentioned, both of these teams have been very impressive. Obviously, Shogunate beat them